Getting started with the North Thompson Sustainable Watershed Atlas. The North Thompson Sustainable Watershed Atlas is a website that allows digital maps from many sources to be brought together as a one-stop shop of mapping information. The objectives of the Atlas project are to foster information sharing and improve decision-making in the watershed of the North Thompson River. This atlas was created by a partnership led by the North Thompson Sustainable Watershed Committee. Other partners include the North Thompson Communities Foundation, the North Thompson Food Coalition, the Community Resource Center for the North Thompson, and the Community Mapping Network. This video is short and will provide you with information on how to access the atlas on the internet, as well as show you 3 documents that are available to help you use the atlas. To use the atlas, point your browser to www.cmnbc.ca. That's the Community Mapping Network's website. When you get to the Community Mapping Network's website, there is a long list here of regional atlases that you can select. So here's the North Thompson Sustainable Watershed Atlas. Pick that from the list and push Choose. Now, this isn't the atlas yet. This is the info page. To actually get to the atlas, you activate the mapping system here. But before we go there, there are 3 files here I'm going to discuss, and I also want to draw your attention to this link. If you have a slower internet connection, use this link to see a version of the atlas which does not include Google Maps. This atlas loads quicker and is better on slow internet connections. The first document to help you get started is the Atlas Layer List. Well, let's just make it a bit bigger here. There are approximately 160 layers in the North Thompson Sustainable Watershed Atlas. And in the Atlas website, you can mix and match these layers and display them in various combinations. The layers each have a name, and they are found in a series of folders and subfolders within the atlas. So these folders and subfolders will help you locate the map layers you may be interested in. There's a short description as well, and there's this column called Scale Range When Visible. Now this is important. When you display map layers in the atlas, the layers available for display are dependent on the scale of the map being displayed. So for example, the contours at 1 to 50,000 are available between a scale of 80,000 and 200,000, while the scales of the contours at 1 to 20,000 are between 0 and 80,000. Okay, that's that. Let's go to the next document. An Atlas Quick Start Guide has been prepared. This is a document of 5 pages. It's a PDF file that you can print off, and it basically gives you an explanation on how to use the various tools and features of the atlas. It shows you how to zoom in and zoom out, how to turn on and off map layers, how to pan and move around in the website. A pretty useful little tool to help you get started. The third document to show you is a local government First Nation guide. Now, this document was made specifically for First Nations and local governments, but I'm sure there's lots of users to the Atlas who will find this document useful. Again, it's a PDF document. Just download it and it should pop up in a sec. Here we go. Let's make it nice and big. Okay, this document basically consists of an introductory page, and then it changes to a series of 8 screenshots showing various examples of how the Atlas can be used. The first screenshot, for example, shows the land status up the Clearwater Valley Road. The layers that were turned on to make this were the Google Maps satellite layer, the private land layer, and the freshwater Atlas rivers layer. Those are what are ticked in this box on the legend in the Atlas. So the area here shown in green is private land. The area outside of that is Crown land, where you can see logging cut blocks. Here's another screenshot that looks at forest tenures in and near the District of Clearwater. So here are the forest tenures. This yellow line here is the municipal boundary. And you can see that there are some areas where there is community forest licenses within the municipal boundaries. This screenshot shows the new resort municipality of Sun Peaks. It also shows water licenses within that area. This blue line here is the watershed boundary that separates the North Thompson watershed from the Adams Lake watershed. Zooming in on Sun Peaks, this shows the zoning that has now been inherited by the new resort municipality for them to administer. This shot shows the North Thompson area up in the Chuchua area. The shaded area is the 200-year floodplain, and the area shown in red, which overlaps with the blue, is the Indian Reserve that is in the area. This screenshot shows the extent of snowmobile closure areas near Blue River to protect mountain caribou. This one is zoomed into the community of Little Fort using very high resolution orthophotos that were taken in 2009. It also shows the boundary of the Agricultural Land Reserve. Same area, but zooming out to a much smaller scale. This shows the boundary of Dun Peak Provincial Park, and this hatched area are mineral claims. The final screenshot shows the confluence of the North Thompson River and the Clearwater River. The lines in red show the presence of fish, the color of line being the species. You can see here that I believe that's red, and that represents Chinook salmon. Okay, that's it for the 3 documents that are provided to support you in using the Atlas. So now it's time to actually launch the Atlas. So you go up to the top of the info page and you click here to activate the mapping system. Good luck using the North Thompson Sustainable Watershed Atlas.